it's kind of funny that somebody goes and talks to you, fam, and Melissa Michelson sends out a tweet. Melissa M, excuse me, sends out a tweet, and it says, so the Twitter lords will probably censor me for asking this, but here it goes. Who's ready for a general strike? She got 3.4 thousand.
Are you jealous?
I am jealous.
So
I don't get those fucking numbers.
I've been coaching Melissa on Twitter, and she wants to do a Gen X Twitter thing class, and she says you should be a part of it.
Yep. And so did the Fran Dresser. Fran Dresser.
Fran Drescher.
Fred Dresner.
Mr. Sheffield.
Fran Drescher.
Drescher?
Not Drescher.
Drescher. Okay.
I agree. Capital has become another word for the ruling class elite when profit is at the expense of all things of true value.
She's a comrade.
We got a problem. And, I'm saying it says when the wealthy, it says, of course, wealthy owners of capital want labor to return to work. The wealthy have access to testing and treatment. The wealthy won't be left with a massive medical debt if they get sick. Labor is being treated as a sacrificial lamb. It's time for a general strike.
Yes, Nanny. Yes.
So the nanny agreed with it. She echoed some stuff. What is a general strike, by the way? General strike is a strike involving most of the workers in a country. So, fam, this is what we got to do.
Arab Spring. A lot of people are comparing the possibility of this to Arab Spring. Now, you can go into say whether that was fake or whether it was this or that.
I'd rather go for more of a worker strike.
But I mean, that's what the semblance of that was.
It had a lot to do with it, even in Tunisia with their Arab Spring too as well. Listen, economics are always connected to a lot of these strikes. You want to have a decent standard of living.
But they're not. In the United States, they're not. That's the problem. The United States will go and protest because Donald Trump said the word pussy.
Yeah.
Because, and they'll wear pussy hats and they'll do this and
so
they'll march for gay rights, which I am for. I am 100%. But when it comes to economic justice, we are lacking in that. And that is what is really causing us to have these people come out on top, to have Democrats lose to Republicans. If you care about social justice issues, you must also care about the economic issues, because without those, we really don't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, a general strike is needed.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, I think number one is a rent strike, too. We need a rent strike really bad, which also includes mortgages.
It's already happening.
You know what I'm saying? So we got the rent strikes now. We have that going. We got to organize a general strike, but that's the rent strike right there. Cancel the freaking rent. And
ACE is an organization here that I've worked with before, and they do a lot of really great work. They were doing a lot of work for Prop 10 for rent control. We went up to Sacramento with them. They're really up there. They're really doing the work. But again, they are one organization. A lot of people don't know about them. This needs to be a huge movement.
Yeah. And listen, a lot of people don't have money for the rent. So this is what a rent strike doesn't just include people who can't pay rent. It includes people who can pay rent. Now we have some new rules and laws into place because we have to be armed because maybe you pay rent today, you might not be able to pay it tomorrow. So that's why there's groups that are taking in rent strikes. They're creating lists. They're talking about it. People have to say, hey, I'm not paying rent right now. So check it out. We gave you the website too as well. That includes mortgages too as well. And that's something we need. We really need the Congress people to get back to Washington. And 90 days, no rents, no mortgages. It's frozen and forgiven.
Period.
We also need a debt strike, fam. This is something that we don't talk about a lot. Our old partner talked about it, Robert E. Lee. Remember him?
Yes.
Kelsey. They talked about a debt strike, and which means refusing to pay off your credit card and other bills. I put this up over here, fam. This is the beautiful rising.org. Let me get it up here. I want to read a couple over here. It's by Matthew Skomarovsky and Sarah Jaffe. Thank you. Stop laughing over there, Eve. What does a non-corporation without our own oppression look like? Some non-cooperation with our own oppression look like? God damn, my ear is bugging. Sometimes it looks like Rosa Parks refusing to sit in the back of the bus, and sometimes it's less visible. For instance, a coordinated refusal to make our monthly debt payments. Growing numbers of people are beginning to view our debt burdens as a structural problem and a massive scam rather than a personal failure or a legitimate obligation. But asking politicians and banks for forgiveness is unlikely to get us anywhere because our payments are their profits. What we need is leverage. Enter the debt strike, an experiment in collective bargaining for debtors. The idea is simple. En masse, we stop paying our bills to banks until they negotiate because they can't operate without these payments. For student loans, for mortgages, on consumer credit, they're under severe pressure to negotiate. Such a strike can be connected to demands to reform the financial system, abolish predatory and unserious loan conditions, thank you, John, or provide direct debt forgiveness. Strikers could even pool some or all of the money they're not paying and put it into a strike fund to support a campaign to kickstart alternative community-based credit systems. Pam, you down?
Yeah. I mean, I'm absolutely down. And I think, again, this is going to happen. I mean, this is already happening. It's just a matter of people getting organized and getting a centralized message. And I like that it's happening in different places at the same time and in different types of ways. Student debt 100% would stimulate the economy because students wouldn't have to worry, not just for a few months, but in general, to pay back these loans. You have an entire generation of people that is in no way in this economy is going to be able to pay back what they need to pay back. It's just going to enslave them for the rest of their lives.